Orange Township trustees voted for a new budget they say is much more cost-conscious.
And take things out that are wants and not necessarily needs.
That means the township budget for 2013 will have 1/3 less money appropriated than last year, including postponing the replacement of a 12-year-old snowplow and reducing from 8 sheriff deputies who patrolled the township down to 4.
It was the consensus of the board that we need to go ahead and revisit that, and in fact go ahead and cut it in half.
I asked a neighbor who lives near the Delaware Sheriff's substation if she thought the cuts were a good idea.
Well, I'm glad they're being fiscally responsible. It does concern me dropping the deputies from 8 to 4. You know, that seems like a pretty big cuts.
A township trustee says the budget cuts are about reining in expenses and have nothing to do with the possibility of cuts to the fire department. The township's still waiting for the Ohio Supreme Court to rule whether they can place a fire levy on the February ballot. But Rob Quigley says the fire and park levies didn't figure into the township's decision when balancing their budget.
Some people are going to look at this and say it's cutbacks.
You know, and you can look at it anyway. I mean, in some areas, like you discussed, some of it is a cutback from the fact that we are reducing in the sheriff contract.
Quigley says their goal is to make sure they're spending less so they don't have to dip into the general fund to balance their budget. In Orange Township, Rick Reitzel, NBC4.